Hello, family. Good evening, everybody. I am going to try my best to be brief. I'm really excited to share my story this evening. Candice has already mentioned my name. I'm not going to repeat it. I just want to say right at the beginning that financially, I am not where I want to be as yet. But I am on my way and I am all right. Those who are aware of Joyce Meyer will know that I am quoting her. I am not where I want to be yet, but I'm on my way and I'm all right. With this community, I can tell you, I am really all right. I come from a world of sales and training. I was selling educational products, cookware, skin products and all that, you know. And sometimes we had to buy stock and you find that your money is tied in these things and you are broke as can be. But I did very well when I was selling educational products. Very well. I became a manager until I became a national sales support, and I traveled really all over, you know. I went to Europe, I went to the United States because I was doing so well. This is multi-level marketing. Lost my job 2003, I think it was, and I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't go back into the market. I don't know what happened there. So I started an NGO in 2004 because that's one thing that God has given me is a heart to serve, a heart to give. So I gave my time in the community and I started an NGO where we take care of orphans and elderly and all that, but also passionate about developing people, you know, making sure that people are entrepreneurial so that they can start their own little businesses and provide employment where possible. Then I started doing other things as well to try and make money. And in the process, I lost a lot of money. I went into construction. I fell in love with the industry. I did a lot of work there, but it really bruised me. It really, it left me bleeding. I had a debt that I was pulling behind me from 2008, a huge debt owing the bank because I had to borrow money to do some of the projects and never got paid as a subcontractor and so on. Some of you will know that pain, you know. So then I came into things that were promising us good returns, and I put a lot of money, including some of the money that one would have kept somewhere as a savings for rainy days. And I took all that money and I lost all of it. In a few years ago, I got married at 60. At 60, I got married. And I want to tell you this story that a man, when he was proposing to me, I said to him, you know, if I was a man looking to marry a wife, I don't know if I would take a woman who looks like me financially. That's how bad it really looked, okay? Anyway, he loved me and took me as I was with my big debt owing the what you call it, the bank, okay? So last year, I'm trying to come very quickly here. Last year, someone who's probably in this meeting, she says to me, she phones me, I'm in Devon, you know, South Africa, in one of the provinces, not mine. She calls me and says, Mpho, please send me money quickly, 1,500, you know, and this is a person I trust and all that. I don't ask her any questions, I send her the money because we're busy moving my daughter's house. So I'm really not in a position to ask a lot of questions. Okay, she takes the money and she does whatever she was doing with it. This is when we were in the previous community, you know. And when I come back to Gauteng, I ask her, what were you doing with that money? No, I was registering you somewhere. I thought, what? And I almost murdered her. Don't do this, because I really don't advise it. But, you know, she knew our relationship, that she could withstand whatever that I was going to give or throw at her. So now she says to me, Mama, you know what? In 6 months, I want you to call me and you scold me the way that you're scolding me now. And I said, you should never do this, something like this without getting my permission and so on. Anyway, I was in that community and I had to understand exactly how it works. And I was like, wow. I thought, wow, this is something that I am comfortable with. I am not going to put any money on the internet somewhere. I am not going to be asked for monthly, upgrades and all that. This thing is going to, it's between people. I said, no, I'm in. So I went into it. I gave it my all. I brought my husband in. I brought my children, and I had even our NGO, you know, the NGO that I told you, I registered them as well. And I did very well. And I think we all know that then we had to take a break. That was a painful break for me because I was so spoiled. I was so used now to income coming, you know, every month you're getting this amount, you're getting that amount. And this thing was giving me something that I also love, which is really encouraging people, making sure that everybody is getting successful. You know, that is really one of my passions, to see someone making it. You know, Candice said when she was presenting that we change lives. That is something that really excites me. And I love giving, as you can guess. And I had not given, I can tell you, for several years, I had not given. And that really made me miserable because I'm a giver. I love giving. So what happened to my debt? Because really, this is what I want you to understand. I was living on red money all the time. And I think all of you perhaps understand. When you are living on overdraft all the time, you can't even come to a point of break even. So in the previous community already, I came to a point of break even. I owed the bank not 1 rand, not 1 rand. And it felt like a big load had left my shoulders. I could not quite believe it, even though this is something that I had been praying for. And I was really very thankful, very, very thankful. So when the website was being developed, you know, like many of us, I was disappointed that we didn't start in September as we had hoped, because I had a long queue of people waiting to come in September. And I had to tell them not yet. And then it was November. November didn't happen. And, you know, I'm just sharing this so that you know that the disappointments are there, but we have to overcome them. And then when we finally launched again in January, it was great news. It was great news for me. And I can tell you, as I have said, I'm not where I am really wanting to be as yet in the community, but I am doing well. On the bronze, I am there for the third time, and soon I'm going to be a legend there. I am now on $400 boards, and the gifts are beginning to come in. And then on one of the boards, I'm already on gold. Hallelujah, hallelujah. This has been an amazing story for me, an amazing journey. I am just really trying to be brief because I am very aware of the time. Candice went, the presentation went a bit long, so I don't want to hold people here, but I want to encourage you. keep working at it. I don't want to repeat what she said. Keep inviting people. One thing that I know is that there you will meet people all the time, new people all the time. You cannot sit there and be frustrated and say, I don't know anyone to invite. When I'm on holiday, we go on holiday and I speak with people on holiday. And my approach is, let me have your telephone number. I'll call you and tell you how an elderly lady like me is affording to be on holidays with you like this, And that is one of the approaches, On shopping malls, I talk to people with little ones, the approach, that they talk about on the AIDA, extremely important. I see someone with a little baby and I start playing with the little, not baby, sorry, toddler, and I start talking to the toddler themselves and I say, and I'm chasing them. And then a few minutes later, I'm talking to their parents and saying, how old are we here? What about her education? What are you doing to make sure that you will afford that education? I can actually share with you something, a wonderful community that can help you to prepare for her education when she gets to that age. So we learn things here. I'm very afraid of, the internet, crypto, and so on. And in this community, I am learning to deal with my fear of this space. Now I know crypto, I'm beginning to go into the space myself, and so on and so forth. I tell you, this is an amazing community. We are learning, we are growing every day. We support one another. Guys, there is no benefit. This is not an MLM. It's not a place where you're going to get commission. Your commission is going to see when someone else's life is changing because you have invited them into this community. So I am encouraging all of us, let's hold hands together. We are working very hard to encourage one another, even though there is really no direct benefit, but we are building a community of successful people, and we want to make sure that in this community, everybody is getting somewhere. Let us not wait for the system to feed us with people. Let us keep inviting. So what do they say? The hen that lays the golden egg. This is our space. We know Mokgodisano in South Africa, in Africa, actually, we have that word even before we come to gifting communities. Sometimes it's even 2 pairs, where we give each other money to help each other with projects. Then this is a bigger community. Let us enjoy it. Let us, I said to somebody, because they were saying, oh, this is a Ponzi, this is a pyramid. And I said, what is not a pyramid? This is a beautiful pyramid if it is, because we all get to be a president. If we take the structure of the government, our president is Ramaphosa. There's only one Ramaphosa. And until they remove him, he will remain there. But here, one day I can be Ramaphosa, one day I can be that sweeping lady at the bottom. Everybody gets to enjoy all the positions. So I love it here. I love it here. I hope we can all love it and know that this is about empowering everybody. And really with that, I want to say, may the Lord bless us all. May we see success, and may we move from one level of success to the next. I will see you at the top. I will see you at $5,000 level. All the best.
Oh, thank you so much, Mpho. It's been such a beautiful journey for all of us. And I think I remember on the precursor, I'm sure we met because you gifted me on the $400 board.
Yes.
Yeah, so
was it
lovely here. So lovely to see you shining. I think so. Could have been 1,000.
I think it was 1,000. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was a higher one.
Even better. How does it get better than that? And now we don't even play with 1,000. We've got a $1,600 and a
True.
5,000. So thank you so much for sharing. We love you. Your energy is amazing. And can't wait to see you on the $5,000 board, my love.